I'd like to know who the family member is so that I know who I'm looking for. Okay, thank you. So the information that your mother's aunt will give me, will be things that you know. If it feels unsafe or these are answers that are not true, the information that is coming through is not true, I'm going to close. Because every once in a while there can be an imposter from the spirit realm that tries to just meddle. All right. So I need you to stay close to the chat so that you can answer questions. And I need to make this bigger. There we go. I can read that. All right, first medium reading since I was in the hospital. So we'll see how we do, guys. She's showing me someone a gynecologist or just gave birth. She's showing me a birth canal. What's Okay, we'll get more information. Different information, please. She's trying to tell me a poem. So I went from visual to auditory. The wind. The wind will blow, the leaves will fall. She already have a funeral or a service, and someone read a poem that had leaves and wind in it. Those words. And if not past, someone's planning on reading a poem. Okay. Gotta have different information. Jerry? Jerry? Okay. Well, then there's that. All right. So, I wish we would have started with that. What would you like to know from Auntie? She says, if you're worried about how my passing went, it wasn't as painful as it may have seemed. It may have seemed dramatic. Dramatic. That's not her word, that's my word. Okay. She says she's not really sure. She just assumes it's COVID. It was hard to breathe, and then it just ended. It was just sudden. It was just over. And it was like the feeling she's giving me, it's like being pulled back. Okay. Yeah. You know how someone taps on the brakes a little too fast? That forward motion? Okay, but backwards. So it felt, she's giving me this like feeling. And then it was just over. She wasn't connected to herself anymore. So she's not really sure what her feelings are and what does she want her family to know. Are you included in that? She wants to know, are you included in the family? Like, oh, that's a strange question. Or are you just talking about okay. I'm glad you have a Jeff name because it's a lot easier to hear for me because there aren't any other orange letters. I'm grateful I was loved. And that a lot of people cared about me more than I knew. I wish I would have known. A lot of people liked me, and I didn't know that. I was just putzing through my own life. She keeps showing me the color red, so just give me a second to figure out what that means. Oh, it's a letter. I think it's an M. Yeah, R doesn't make sense. M or R? It could be R. M-E or R-E? I hate these letters because they all look the same. Is it M? They were close. Okay. She just wants, she wishes she could give her things to remember her by so that they can stay close. That your mom can feel like you're close. Your mom can feel like they're close. Your mom can feel like we're close. Still, even after my passing. But you can still be connected. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. She says, gosh, I hope I don't scare her. She has moved on, so she's not a ghost. She has passed on, so good news. That means she can come back and forth and watch from that side. She can watch from the other side of the veil, especially this time of year. It's really easy for spirits to watch us. I'm gonna keep an eye on your mom, Jer. Jerry. Jer. I want you to keep an eye on your mom. Help her grieve by just being there. Just be there. Don't try to fix anything. Just like don't try to fix her. It's a process, and you can just be there. You don't have to do anything. Just be. Tell the family that I love them, even though those aren't words that I normally say. I know it doesn't sound like something that, I'd say to a group. But that is my message. That's something I want them to know. And don't fight over things because you can't take it with you. That's a lot. She had a lot to say. Does that make sense for you? You're welcome. And thank you for allowing me to be this in between. And I hope that this has found you some peace of mind. And some healing. So I'm going to close and say goodbye.